Hello everyone, welcome to Club Reaction to Rangers 1, Motherwell 2, a rather miserable day at Ibrox, and what a difference a week makes. I am Scott Carney, I'm with Ali Pearson.
Exactly what I was just saying to you here, Carney. Same last week we were standing here praising Rangers, but ultimately Rangers have went. They've failed today. I honestly think, Carney, I said we were walking down the road there, I think Rangers thought we just need to turn up today, and if you go in with that attitude, you'll get a bit in the arse, and ultimately Motherwell deserve to win that game today.
Yep.
We can't stand here and say Rangers were unlucky. Motherwell deserve to win that game. End off, basically.
Yeah. I'll caveat everything I'm about to say is that we're only,
Yes.
half an hour after full time, not even that, maybe after full time. I'm going to say a lot of stuff that a lot of people might not agree with right now, but that's nowhere near what we need to be challenging for this title. That's pathetic. That really is pathetic. Rangers have let us down as fans today. They really have. We've done all the hard work against Hearts, against Kilmarnock, and to put in a performance like that today is simply not good enough. It really isn't. Clermont takes blame today, and so do the players. It's nowhere near the standard that we require to win the league. All we have done today is pass every bit of momentum we possibly could onto the opposition. The Celtic, even, I don't like saying the opposition because that's what they call us, but we passed everything on to Celtic today. It's unacceptable. The starting 11 today, mate, I completely disagreed with it. We had Sterling played on the right, McCausland playing on the left, Dessers through the middle, a midfield of Diamonde, Lundstrom and Raskin, the back five as you would expect. Raskin doesn't deserve to start a game as far as I'm concerned. From what we've seen, McCausland isn't a left winger.
No, let me hold on to Raskin, but I wasn't shocked to see him. I thought it would be him or it would be Diamande in there with Lawrence. Obviously Lawrence was pulled out, Diamande was played as a 10. McCausland, he put on the left. McCausland's like, why are we doing this? McCausland plays on the right hand side. If you're putting somebody there, you put Scott Wright out there, or you put, as we said, Silva out there,
yep,
who ultimately come on the park, but didn't work for me, you know. So what didn't work?
Didn't work at all. No, it did not work at all. I don't think it was required. I don't think that the I'm getting to the point, and I know I'm probably being a wee bit knee-jerk. See, this rotation thing, for rotation's sake, can we stop it now and stop pretending that these players can play and these players can do this and these can do that? We've not underestimated. We've been in there expecting an easier game than what we got. We got outworked by a Motherwell team at Ibrox. I'm never going to be happy with that, and I am never going to accept that. Rangers were nowhere near it today, literally nowhere near it. Even when it went one each, I thought this team don't have it in them. Today, we could see that they didn't have it in them, and to concede it to go to 2-1 the way that it did, yeah, it kind of sums up everything about the day that we've had today. Pathetic at best, really is. I don't really want to talk about this game, Alistair. I really don't. The start of the game, again, I don't think Rangers started. Honestly, I don't. I don't think we get anywhere near starting today.
Motherwell looked better on the ball, to be honest, knocking the ball about. I thought Motherwell were better on the ball than us. I thought we looked a bit clueless at times, if I'm being honest about it. We looked...
I don't think the shape really worked
disjointed,
either.
It was disjointed for me. Motherwell, when they come to the park, looked like they could hurt us, to be honest, but I never in that first half when we broke up the park thought I could see something happening. Against Hearts you could feel something. First half you couldn't feel it, and ultimately the goal we conceded against Motherwell, again it's a poor goal to concede. John Suter doesn't cover himself in glory, and they score. And
again, it's from a set piece that Rangers don't respond. We look sleeping when it happens.
Yeah.
Suter doesn't cover himself in glory, but he's not the only one. But as a team, we don't respond to it. We don't react. There's nothing about the team that makes you think like, all right, they're about to catch up with themselves or we're switched on. We looked lackadaisical today. We looked like, as Ali said, we looked disjointed. We didn't look like we had any real ideas going forward. And they say we go into the half at 1-0 down, and we thoroughly deserve to be 1-0 down.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, Motherwell the better team. Motherwell the better team for 90 minutes for me. Hungry, which should never be at Ibrox. A team shouldn't come to Ibrox and be hungrier than us, especially we're going for a league title.
Exactly.
And Motherwell looked like the team that were going for it. We just looked. I honestly thought, as I said at the beginning, we looked like a team that thought we just had to show up and we'd get the 3 points. You can't do it, and Motherwell deserved to lead it at half time, can't. And I said to you at half time, I had the fear. I honestly had the fear. I thought I know Kilmarnock during the week we had the fear as well, and we came back and won. But today, I had a different feeling for me. I just thought I could see us dropping.
At half time, I'm pretty much the same, to be honest. I think we speak about the bump in the road, and we spoke about the first half against Kilmarnock. Maybe that would be the bump in the road. Today's not a bump. Today's fucking a massive pothole that's ripped the tyre off your car. That's how bad it was today. Rangers were so poor. I mean, pathetically poor. So many players just nowhere near the standard that you would expect them to be. Again, it all comes back down to hard work as well. It really does. And to be outworked, and a team that looks full of desire in terms of Motherwell compared to us at Ibrox, and the position that we're in with a chance to go 5 top, I'm sorry, it's the first time right now that I've got question marks. I've got real question marks. Trying not to be overreactionary. I think the bump in the road that Clement spoke about was maybe a game that you consider Rangers to be unlucky. Rangers weren't unlucky today. Rangers were thoroughly beat and deserved to be beat today. We got caught out. There's absolutely zero doubt that we got caught out. We eventually get back into the game, mate, after a 14.5-minute check for a VAR penalty. James Tavernier just gets it into the... Depends what way you want to look at it. Whether he just got it in the top bag, it doesn't matter. Look, Tav scores a penalty. You can't really take anything away from him. He's still scoring the goals that gets us back in games. We then concede a goal that's...
And they hit the bar before it.
Yeah, they did just hit the bar before it. But that bear that plays up front for Motherwell, Connor Goldson will be seeing him in his nightmares tonight.
Aye, and I watched him against... I mean, I watched the Celtic game last week, and I thought he was a bit of a handful up front against them. They struggled to deal with him in the first half, and we struggled to deal with him as well. Goldson in particular. Goldson had a nightmare today. And it's typical. We were talking about Connor Goldson
but I don't think anybody. I don't think anybody.
No, he didn't. I mean, the whole back line for me, Suter as well, I didn't think was great. Every time Motherwell come to the park, I'll be honest, we looked at 6 and 7s at the park. They just looked like Motherwell could score at ease at times, and they hit the bar just before that, Carney. And I'll be honest, they deserved that goal, Motherwell. They did. They just outfighted us, to be honest.
Look, Diamondi doesn't cover himself in any great glory.
He's got to get the ball to Buggery.
Again, I'm probably being overreactionary. He was garbage today, absolutely terrible. I don't think he done anything noteworthy of praise tonight. And it gets put into the back post. I've not seen it back. I don't know how much Butland can do more of, but it kind of gets bundled in at the back post. It goes 2-1. At that point, mate, I knew we're not scoring a winning goal, never mind equalising.
No, we had a couple of chances. Goldson
has to score.
It's a setup.
Has to score.
A couple of chances at the end.
A few good saves, to be fair.
Redvan, the keeper has a couple of decent saves, to be fair. But I never carned 1 each, even with 30 minutes to go before Motherwell scored to make it 2-1. I never had a feeling that I thought we can go and win this. No. We just never had. Didn't batter Motherwell at all today. Lots of corners, done nothing with them as usual. But it's a sucker punch for me today, Carney, because we've built it up. We've done so well over the last few weeks, Rangers, to be in a position where we are, and ultimately we've just given all the momentum to the other side of the city. And obviously they play tomorrow, and I mean, you would fancy them to win tomorrow, and they'll go ahead of us in the league, and we're going to be playing Sundays from now on. So we've shifted every bit of momentum we had back to them, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have. I can't really disagree with that. I know I'm being reactionary and I know I'm being knee-jerk, because based on how utterly pissed off I am at what I've just watched. But I'm just saying, this rotation for rotation's sake. I mentioned it weeks ago on the pod that I felt like at some point it's going to catch you out. Play your best players. Lawrence should have started that game from the start. McCausland should have played on the right and Silver should have played on the left. Don't try and shoehorn players in just for rotation's sake. I think we've took the eye off the ball today a little bit. I think Clement did. I think the players have. Look, we might bounce back. I think there's still a long way to go. We never know what's going to happen going down the road. But based on what the opportunity was for Rangers today, to kind of put the pressure again back onto them, we failed at it. And yeah, I do feel let down as a fan today. I really do. I'm not even going to ask you for a man of the match, mate. You can't pick one from that.
No, I'm
Looney,
not.
maybe?
Lundstrom I thought was alright. I'm not giving a man a match for it, but you're right, because we knew it would go back. We knew it would go back and forth. Rangers had a chance to go 5 clear today. The bump in the road, we didn't think would happen today. If I've been blatantly honest, we thought it would happen. It's the
manner of it.
Yeah, we thought it might have happened at Rugby Park, and it didn't. We navigated that, but today to do that with Rangers, it's not just stuffing out as a Rangers fan, because you were starting to believe as a Rangers fan that Rangers could potentially go on and do this. And what they've done today, they've knocked the stuffing out as a fan base, and what they need to do, Carney, is obviously we've got the Scottish Cup coming up, but Rangers need to go to Dens Park. They need to beat Dundee, and they need to beat Hibs at Ibrox. And when Celtic come, they have to beat Celtic.
Yep.
If they don't, for me, the league, I think will be gone by then. But it's still there. It's still there. It's still there. I mean, but we'll come back on Tuesday and talk about it. But right now, it's disappointing because you didn't expect it to do.
I'm not writing them off. I get that for a start. I'm always going to be full of emotion after we leave Ibrox, and to be outworked and beat by a piss poor Motherwell team. I'm not going to lie, they're not particularly good. It's not acceptable. Ibrox will never be acceptable at Ibrox for me. Look, we are still in it. There's still going to be ups and downs to come. I get that, but it's the manner of the way it happened today. It was the performance levels. It was the choices by the manager today as well that I just don't agree with. I get that we've got quite an injury depleted squad right now. We don't have a massive squad to pick from in terms of quality, in terms of depth. But I still don't think he got the team selection right, and ultimately it's bit us in the arse because the players were nowhere near it today. They really weren't. We will be back on Tuesday where we break things down a little bit more. Hopefully I've calmed down a little bit by then as well. But Ali, thanks very much. Never easy, mate.
It's never easy. And I'll tell you what, it's the biggest Rangers thing ever. To win the two tough games, you thought, tough games, even at St Johnstone, and the game you thought Rangers would win, it's a game Rangers ultimately drop points. It's the biggest Rangers thing ever, but we need to pick ourselves up and we need to dust ourselves down, and ultimately we need to keep going because, yes, if Celtic win tomorrow they go a point clear, but the league's not done dusted, not by a country mile, but it's a sucker punch for us today, it really is.
Yeah, a shout out to Scotty and his son that was sitting next to me today. His boy made me laugh quite a lot through that game, which was a highlight of my day, which probably shouldn't be the case, but no, it's very much appreciated. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday with Club Deck Corner. Until then, we have been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers everybody.